to me and his channel.
What's up, it's your boy LOE Visuals. I'm back. Whenever they going, hope y'all vibing, y'all chilling, y'all enjoyed y'all day. It's raining where I'm at, but y'all hope y'all having a productive night. I'm watching the game. It's halftime, but so I'm gonna get some content to you guys. I didn't record earlier, so let me drop some content, give y'all guys a few videos, But let's talk about it. So Keyshawn Davis wins the WBO championship at 135 pounds, 14 wins, and he gets the knockout over Denise Barenchnik in the, I want to say, third round. It was third round, if I'm not mistaken. And, it surprised me because I actually thought Denise Barenchnik was going to put up a fight and at least get it to the judge's scorecard. But, he seemed to not have anything for Keyshawn Davis. It was just a massive skill gap. And, Keyshawn Davis did say he was going to handle business. And, he said he wasn't, Navarrete, being that Navarrete is a 30-pounder. He's not a 30-pounder. He's a true 135-pounder. So, I want to talk about, what's next. And, it's also been rumored that Keyshawn Davis saying that, he doesn't want to fight Teofimo Lopez. But I'll get into that, in the back half of the video. I'm about to talk about, who I think he should fight next, what's going to be next for him. So right now, he's champion, and he referenced two call-outs, at the end of the fight. He didn't say their name, but we knew who he was talking about. He said, Vasily Lomachenko, basically, and Gervonta Davis. And we know with the Shakur Stevenson situation, he's not going to fight Shakur Stevenson, because they're close friends, even though I think you can still be friends and keep it competitive. That's just my honest opinion. You can be competitive with your friend and, y'all make a lot of money. I don't think, but, maybe, they're super close. Shakur said they grew up in an amateur. They would go get food together when they were, didn't have any money. It's a lot, So they really are true friends. So I can understand that. But, it's just me personally. I think you can bypass the competitive, bypass the friendship, and just keep it competitive and still remain friends. Me and my best friend, used to do one-on-ones every day in high school, and, we remain best friends. But, it is what it is. We were just super competitive, though. But, he was talking about, Tank and Vasily. Vasily Lomachenko is, we don't know. He may be on the brink of retirement. It's looking kind of sketchy. We don't really know what's going on with Vasily. He hasn't called anybody's name. He hasn't said, oh, that's my G-Shock. Don't mind my G-Shock, you guys. He hasn't really called anybody's name and said, who he wants to fight. He's been, out of the way. I think he has a back injury or something, if I'm not mistaken. So we haven't heard anything from Lomachenko. So, they call out, it might, it's not going to hold any weight because we haven't heard anything from Loma. Loma's kind of been on the, back end of his career. I told you he's 36 or 35. He's getting up there. 400 amateur fights. He was fast track. He's been a pro for a minute. So, Loma is getting up there. He also called out Gervonta Davis, and this is one I can kind of chime in detail. With and I was talking to one of my OGs, Book. I don't know if he's watching this, but he asked me about it, and I told him, it would be hard to get Gervonta Davis in the ring with Keyshawn Davis. No disrespect, and I know Tank fans may not want to hear that because, the reward he's gonna get for fighting Keyshawn Davis, he could get that fighting, anybody right now. So I don't see Tank just jumping out his window to go fight Shakur Stevenson. Keyshawn Davis. I can see him more leaning towards Shakur Stevenson because Shakur Stevenson is, a little bit more known than Keyshawn Davis in this point in his boxing career. And that's no knock to Keyshawn Davis. I still think he's super talented, but I just don't see, Gervonta Davis giving a guy like this, such a dangerous guy like this a chance. And who's not to say he couldn't beat Keyshawn Davis, but, it's just a lot that, Keyshawn Davis could do to, kind of make Tank, the fight versus Tank very difficult. So Tank isn't going to be too keen to jump in there with Keyshawn Davis and, give him a shot. Why? Tank has been, talking about retiring, hanging him up. So he really doesn't have the, supreme interest in boxing like he used to. He's made a lot of money. So, once guys start making that type of money, it changes. The hunger changes. So, yeah, we might want to see, Keyshawn Davis versus Tank, but it might be far-fetched because, and then I'm not discussing the business side of the situation. You still have, PBC and, Top Rank, so they're going to have to do a cross-promotional thing. And, getting that, Tank has his, kind of weird relationship with Turkey. He asked him for 2 Ferraris, and I think he was just saying it as far as a debit, but he kind of, in my opinion, that was kind of a blatant duck. In my opinion, if how you read it, he kind of openly admitted to ducking Devin Haney. But that's another story for different day, whatever. But I know it might look like the best fight, but it just seems so tough to make, and it will be a banger. We would just need a lot of things to happen. Tank hasn't been talking about Keyshawn Davis. He's talking about a Ryan Garcia 2 rematch. He's looking for something like that, whereas it's a super big payday for him. Keyshawn Davis would be, a step down, as far as what Tank is looking for, even though it's a champion. I would love to see the fight, but, I just don't think Gervonta Davis entertains it. That's just my honest opinion. I just don't think Gervonta Davis entertains the fight. So, let's move on. Let's move on. It's situations, Keyshawn Davis has, it's a rumor, he's saying that, he doesn't want to fight Teofimo Lopez anymore. And, it's kind of shocking. I don't know why. Maybe because of the incident, Tio, they say Tio was the guy responsible for the bananas and the fruit incident. So, I can see why, Keyshawn Davis doesn't want to get in the ring with him, because, if you don't want to share the ring with a guy that you feel is disrespecting you, I understand it, especially at that type of disrespect, because who knows how you don't know if Keyshawn Davis actually really want to put, hands on, Tio in real life, without boxing. But it looks funny, it looks away. People could run with the narrative, that Keyshawn Davis is now ducking Tio, but I don't think so. Tio's in a situation where he's gonna have to fight, Richardson Henderson or, Arnold Barboza. Arnold Barboza just beat Jack Catterall, but so it's either Arnold Barboza or Richardson Henderson. So Tio is trying to get Richardson to accept that lowball offer. So I don't think people would say that Keyshawn Davis is ducking Teofimo Lopez, but it looks away in a way. But I could feel why Keyshawn Davis doesn't want to share the ring with that man, because if that man really did that, and it's a lot of people say he did, I can understand that. I can definitely understand it. It's a little bit more, his morals, won't let him allow it. So I understand, I'm not mad. But, you will have people saying, oh, that's a duck, as soon as you got the title, you changed up. A lot of that, it's two sides to the story. So, Keyshawn is going to have to accept, what the fans and media say. Right now, I'm kind of on the fence with it, because if Keyshawn and him was at 40, I kind of be looking at it fishy. But, he did say he would fight Tio. So, I don't want to see him change his tune now. But, with the fruit incident, I kind of understand. So, it's two sides to the fence. But let me know what you guys think. Who do you guys think is a good option for Keyshawn Davis? I don't think he's probably going to unify for his first title defense. I think it's going to be, a good name. A good name for him. So, so I don't think it's going to be a unification or anything like that for his first defense. But let me know who you guys think is a good name for him. But, I just talked about those, two guys, because, he did talk about Tank and Lomachenko, basically implying those two guys. And I know he's not gonna fight Shakur, so you know, right now the champion's looking kind of fuzzy. So I don't think it's gonna be a unification. So, you know, is he gonna take, you know, one of these, you know, up and coming lightweights, you know, Salat Kalat, you know, who knows? I had to check the WBO rankings and see, you know, what's beneficial for him. So, but let me know who you guys think is a good matchup for his first defense. Do you want to see him unified? Do you think he can unify, get a unification? I just don't think so right now. But let me know what you guys think. Make sure y'all smash the like button, smash the like button, smash the like button. We on the road to 10K subscribers. If y'all still here, make sure y'all hit the sub button. We on the road to 10K. That's my goal for the year. You guys hit that sub button, hit the like button on this video so you know more people can see it. I love you guys so much, so much, so much, so much, so much. I'm out.